Morning guys, just heading toward the tour I've been looking forward to for a while, so heading towards Chernobyl. I've got Max with me, so Max is one of the official guides, and this is what he does for a living, so he's taking me to Chernobyl today. So this is Max. Hey mate.
Hi.
And so mate, how far away you reckon now? Another hour's drive or something?
I think, yeah, just approximately 1 hour to drive.
Okay. Yeah, so we left Kiev probably 30-40 minutes ago, and heading towards the exclusion zone checkpoint, the first checkpoint at 30k. So yeah, looking forward to it, excited, my first time there. Something you read about and grow up with. So yeah, see how we go. But a little bit cool this morning. -9 at the moment. Alright, so I'll take a bit more footage as we head toward the area. I'm not sure how much we can film around. Are you allowed to film around the checkpoint, or?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll film a bit more when we get there guys, but yeah, looking forward to this and see how we go. Cheers.
Not so long ago. And the reason was that actually it's a memorial in honor of liquidators of Chernobyl disaster. This road and some bridges on the way were pretty much expanded in 1986, in May of 1986, and the reason was very simple. When Soviets started to supply a lot of different equipment to Chernobyl zone, especially for elimination of the consequences of the accident.
Yeah.
And at the very same time, a lot of buses, public buses, were coming out of zone, evacuating local population.
Yeah.
The traffic capacity wasn't enough.
Okay.
And to increase it, they decided to expand roads and bridges a bit.
Okay.
Only in order to avoid traffic jams.
So it just gives you an idea of the scale of the operation, yeah, how big it was, you know.
Yeah.
Sheer volume of traffic and equipment. So how far now roughly from the checkpoint? Another
Checkpoint, I think
half an hour?
No. I think even less.
Okay.
That's only 23 kilometers to drive.
Okay.
No, I lied. Not 23, 20, 25, 28 kilometers.
Guys, so getting close to the checkpoint now. What do you call this? The main checkpoint, the 30k checkpoint?
Yeah, 30-kilometer checkpoint, or sometimes, actually officially it's called checkpoint Reactor, in honor of the village which is nearby. And that's a original welcome sign of Chernobyl district. That starts at the beginning of the zone. That's only the administrative border of Chernobyl district.
Okay, cool. That's the original, yeah?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. So all this clearing and stuff around here, is this natural, or was this all done as part of the cleanup too? Like
No, that's just
agricultural land?
Exactly.
Just farming land? Okay.
Absolutely, it's clean.
Man, I love these old trucks.
KAMAZ.
Yeah, what, KAMAZ?
It's called KAMAZ, yeah, it's a Russian.
They look solid, you know, like they just go forever.
But not so reliable, to be honest.
Really? Okay. So how many checkpoints into Chernobyl? Like, is this the only main one?
Actually, that's the main one, and next one will be 10-kilometer checkpoint.
Okay.
Because in general, Chernobyl Exclusion Zone consists of two zones. There is a 10-kilometer zone around Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant, and as called 30-kilometer.
Okay.
This one is a 30-kilometer checkpoint. Our first checkpoint. 10 kilometers around Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant.
Yeah.
And only when Sweden started to alert about high radiation on Europe already, they realized that probably they were deeply mistaken, and it should be a little bit first tourists today, I think.
Alright guys, so here we are at the Chernobyl 30k checkpoint. Well, place you've seen for so long and finally get to come here. Alright, jump out in a sec. Alright guys, so we're at the main checkpoint here at Chernobyl. So these iconic things that you see on YouTube, so the old Soviet BTR out the front, the tour, little souvenir stalls here. This is one there, one over here, so I'm going to go and show my passport and a little receipt that I've got. Alright guys, just passed through the 30km checkpoint, so officially in the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone now. So yeah, pretty cool. So this is all the new road you're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
So guys, from what Max is saying and what I'm understanding, we've got about 20 k's now until the inner perimeter, the next checkpoint, which is at 10 k's.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll pick up again filming in a little bit. Okay, cool. Guys, not sure how well you'll see this on the camera, but all the way through here. Sorry Max, what was the name of this place? Zalista?
Zalista.
Yes. So this town here was apparently one of the biggest, yeah, in
It's a village.
a village.
Yeah.
One of the biggest villages in the Chernobyl zone, and yeah, there were just houses back there non-stop through the forest, you know, unless you are looking for them, you don't see them, but all abandoned.
And that's already the beginning of Chernobyl town.
Okay.
Fortunately, we have no time just to make stop here. I'd like to know how many other tourists will be together with you. So because still I haven't seen any other guys on the checkpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some guys or some tourists already came to Chernobyl zone yesterday.
Yeah.
They shall spend their night in Chernobyl town. Now being at the 10km checkpoint, we'll see. So that's how Chernobyl town looks at the very first sight. And
okay.
so these buildings are dormitories nowadays for workers.
So these were all original buildings, yeah,
Yes,
that are just being
absolutely, everything
reconditioned and.
Yep. They were all rearranged in dormitories only in the 90s.
Okay.
And that's a fire station of Chernobyl town with absolutely brilliant monument, which is called to those who saved the world. It was erected in 1995.
Yeah.
It was completely sculpted by local firefighters.
Okay.
It means that it's not a professional artwork of a designer or architect, nothing like that.
Yeah.
It was completely constructed by local firefighters.
Okay.
So they're just really talented guys. Can not only extinguish fire properly, but also
Design their own monument.
Yeah, design monuments as well.
So do you have to show your documents again at the 10km or?
It depends. Actually, I need to do my paperwork for sure, but it depends. Sometimes police check your documents one more time, sometimes they don't.
Oh, okay.
Everything depends on their mood. If
Yeah.
they're in a bad mood, so they can.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some other tourists. I see they were familiar when.
Okay guys, so this is the 10km
Yep.
checkpoint. So again, this is
Yeah, and actually Chernobyl Nuclear Power Plant workers are already here.
okay. So this is where I either transfer to a van or we follow the van, so we're not sure yet.
Just now we'll find.
mind saying hello, guys? It's okay. Hey, where are you guys from?
Germany.
Okay, cool. First time here?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the bus that we transferred to inside the 10 kilometer zone on the way to the reactor site. So literally leave your guides at the door and transfer to this bus. And these are pretty exclusive tours. Like, they don't take many people. So I think there's 4 of us here. And it's 9:30 now, so this will wrap up about 2 or 3 o'clock. I've sort of been there for 4 hours, have lunch in there. But yeah, this is we picked this bus up about 10 kilometers out. So well and truly inside the zone now. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Containment shield over there for Reactor. Famous incident that went on over there. New containment shield, so we're right up as close as you can get. This is the admin area, and we're gonna get in here, and I think we've got to put our change clothes, etc., and then walk through the corridor up to the control room. Alright, cool.